You have 5 seconds to make a decision before your brain makes it for you. Well, welcome back everybody to my channel. For those of you who are first joining me, welcome. It's great to see you. For those of you who saw my first opening video about my vlog, and this is technically my first real video, welcome to come back. You must have liked it. So once again, before we start, hit that subscribe button, leave any comments you want about what we're talking about. I'd love to hear from you guys. Today I want to talk about fear. Whether that's in your personal life or business life, fear is a killer, let me tell you. And the reason why I'm making this my very first video of my blog is because fear is what stopped me from doing my video blog and my video channel for years. Last year, actually the year before, let's say in December of 2016, that's when I was having a talk with my wife. I'm like, I need a little bit more of a creative outlet. I need to do something. I want to get my blog going more. I said, hey, I'm going to do a YouTube video channel. So my goal for 2017 was to start a channel. I don't know if you guys followed, but there was no video in 2017. And the thing that held me back was fear, like the fear of actually going through the process and doing it. Like, is it going to be good enough? Is anybody going to care? Is anybody going to even listen to it? Is anybody going to follow? Is it a waste of my time? Now I have to deal with YouTube trolls and internet trolls. And am I ready to deal with that stuff? And all these things are going in my head. And what happened is I kept thinking about it and wanting to do it, and then not wanting to do it, and then wanting to do it, and then back and forth and back and forth. And eventually the whole year passed, and guess what? I did not do it. So December 2017, I said, you know what? I am going to do a video blog this year. I am going to start my YouTube channel. January hit, nothing. And I hit halfway through February, and I was like, okay, it's time to do it. This is ridiculous. Why? Just do it. And that's the whole thing, is this fear overcame me for a whole year, and I never started my channel. But I could have been a year ahead of where I am in the game if I just didn't let fear take control of me. And even at the start of this year, I held back. And I had every excuse in the book. I don't have any time. I don't have anywhere to shoot the video. I don't know if I want to use what I have for equipment, which is the biggest excuse. You start with what you have, then you work up to where you are, just in anything. Every excuse. So finally, I decided there's no more excuses. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. And that's where we are. And fear will overtake us making these decisions all the time. I can't even tell you about how many times fear has held me back from doing something. And sometimes I'll end up doing that thing that I wanted to do, but it took me longer to get to it. And other times it holds me back, and I still haven't started it. But I'm trying to escape that. There's a great article I read one time, and this information I hope will help you out too. The article was talking about how you have 5 seconds to make a decision before your brain makes it for you. Your brain is wired to do things, to not put you in harm's way, not to put you at a risk, and to go away from something you fear. So you have 5 seconds to make that choice before your brain kicks in and takes over your thoughts. And 2018, I've been really trying to think about that. As soon as the decision's made, I need to answer it within 5 seconds. And if I don't, my brain kicks in. And it's crazy to stop and think about that. And actually realize sometimes when I wait more than 5 seconds to answer something, how I immediately think of, okay, what's the risk involved? What's the fear of this? It's crazy. So I've been actively trying to make a decision in 5 seconds, because sometimes you make the best decision in your life by changing what your brain would say when you make it in that first 5 seconds. Fear is something we all go through. Even some of the greatest business people out there, greatest athletes, professional musicians, they all have a fear. And fear is not easy to get over at all. I'm always constantly working at it. That's why this video I think was important to put out first, because I don't think I started my channel just in fear of all those things I discussed. Try to make a decision. When you get asked a question, try to make a decision in that first 5 seconds before your brain kicks in. A good example is people who struggle with working out. And that was one of the main points in the article, was this person struggled with working out. So they set their alarm early, and when that alarm went off, within the first 5 seconds, they decided, I gotta get up. So they would get up. As soon as they got up, they would start their workout routine and their day would be great. They said any day that their alarm went off and they sat in bed for more than 5 seconds, their brain talked them out of getting up to work out. To me, that's crazy, but it happens. I'm a musician. I'd love to learn piano. So what's the fear? I have a fear of like, there's not enough time. It's going to take me too long to learn, I just have to do it. I should just do it. It's one of the only instruments I want to know how to play that I don't know how to play. I should just do it. But think about some of the things in your life. Like what is something that's holding you back? What is something that fear is like, you're not going to do that? And try and make that decision quick. Yeah, it's easier said than done. But I'd love to hear from you guys too. Like what fears do you have where you get stuck and you actually go the other way? Like leave them in the comments below. Just tell me something that you struggle with all the time, whether it's personal or career-wise, or even just a hobby of something you want to do. This wasn't easy for me to start my YouTube blog. It really wasn't at all. Something I talked about for years, but was not easy. So now that I'm actually doing it, it's a lot easier than I thought. But give that a shot. Next time something comes up, try and answer it yourself in the first 5 seconds before this takes over. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. You'll hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys all soon.